thank you all for having me. He called me just a little while ago and said, "Hey, come out." But this is wonderful. I just got to thank Nat. Some years ago, he invited us down to the old building, and he laid out his grand vision of what he was going to do. And I said, "Look, Nat, I just came down to ride one of those little cars." That self-driving cars. I mean, I got the vision, but get me to one of those. And we did. We went over and rode one of the little things, and it was a lot of fun. But he built this, and this is what vision and leadership is all about. So I want to thank you, Nat, for your. He's been at this for a while. He's a leader. He's an entrepreneur. I don't know why he's in government. He needs to be, you know, needs to be out here with us, building something. Yeah. So, and I want to thank Matt, for having me, and I would just want to applaud this effort. I think this is so timely, so important to our city, to our region, to our state. There's a wave of innovation happening. We all live in it, or we all witness it, and it needs to get capitalized. And we all know now the innovation happens everywhere, including in our market, in our town, in our schools, in our companies. And we need capital. I'll get to that in just a second. The like a lot of you all, I've traveled around the country, around the world. I've seen these models of very successful ecosystems that work. Ideas from young people, mid-management, they go out and create opportunities to solve problems in business, and they get capitalized, and they grow, and they turn into companies, and many go on and exit. You read about them. And I've discovered over a lot of years of studying this, there's really three things that has to happen. And the great news with this market, with Jacksonville, is we got all three, and we have a bonus. I'll explain. Number one, you've got to have a vibrant university system, a series of them at all different levels, including a research school. And we got that. We've got JU, we've got UNF, we've got Flagler, we've got Florida State College. We've got the research school down at University of Florida. It's all within 90 minutes of anybody seeking knowledge. Why is that important? Because you've got young talent coming out of those schools. That's important for the universities. I don't know how many are here this morning, but it's important for the universities to flip to this new digital economy. The data and the science around the data is way more important than coding class. And we all know that. So that's really important to have those schools, and we've got that. The other ingredient that's really necessary is you've got to anchor this entrepreneurial ecosystem around some industries. And you've got to have Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies in a few industries. And guess what? We've got that. We've got, just pick an industry: health technology, healthcare. At the top of the food chain, we got Mayo Clinic, Baptist. We've got Ascension Health. I could go through it. I was at Brooks just recently with them on a virtual reality rehabilitation technology. We got it right here in health technology. What else have we got? We got financial services. So FNF, FIS, we've got Dun & Bradstreet, Black Knight. I mean, we've got them, right? I'm in a private equity group that owns shares in all of those companies. This is not an accident. All of those companies within that family are here. We got PaySafe that just came, and there will be more. So financial services, health technology, logistics. We're sitting in, CSX, Crowley. We've got that. So you need a few of those, and we've got a few of those. They're well funded. By the way, why do you need them? It's not just the capital that they provide, the problems that they will buy companies to solve, but also you need middle management coming out to go lead these new companies. The third thing is capital. And that's why this is so timely, because that's what the conference is about, is venture capital. We're woefully undercapitalized, so let's just say that. We need a lot more. And that's why this conference is so timely, so important. I'm inspired by the fact that this is happening, because capital is like a magnet. It's like gravity. It draws smart people, it draws talent, and it draws more capital. It's not a surprise that these markets like Boston, New York, Silicon Valley, San Diego, have high concentrations of it because it draws more. And we can do that. Last year, $6.8 billion in the state of Florida went out into venture capital. I call the Florida Funders guys because who put out the report. Why did I call them? Because we weren't even on the chart. Jacksonville wasn't even listed. So the goal ought to be, I don't know if we have goals in this conference, but the goal ought to be $1 billion of venture capital coming out of this market. That's what we ought to be. Out of 6.8 billion, it ought to be $1 billion. And I don't mean just early stage, but all levels. Because you do the seed, you do the follow-on seed, you do the A, you do the B, you need private equity to take it and grow it, converge it with some other things. Of course, private equity will cut all the expenses too. And then you need it to take it on out to the public markets if you can. We need all levels of those. So we're undercapitalized. Every time we get new VC, new venture capital money in this town, it's a good thing for us. It's a good thing for entrepreneurs. It's a good thing for the market because remember, it's a powerful. Now here's the bonus, and then I'll finish. The bonus we have in this market is we've got an economic situation that's much more attractive than some of these other places with high concentrations of capital. I'll give you a quick example. You're a full stack engineer, you're building a team, you're in San Francisco, you make $250,000 a year, you've got $2.5 million of stock options. And you want to work in a place like this, in the center of town, close to other companies. In these other markets, you can't do that. You can't live in town. You can't afford it. You got young kids. You don't want to live in town because that may not be the place where the best schools are. So they're working from home. And this is nothing against Elon Musk, but when companies say, well, come back to work, it's not that they don't want to work hard. They don't want to go through the grind of 3 hours of driving, add going to pick up the kids. The kids can't play sports because we got to get home and get into traffic. I was down in Miami just last week at a conference. I spent more time in the car getting into Brickell than I did in the entire conference. Okay, now imagine you're a young 35-year-old leader. You don't want to do that. Now, I live all the way out in Ponte Vedra. It took me like 23 and a half minutes to get here. Okay, now I probably broke some laws along the way, but that's okay. So we have the economic environment that will attract dynamic, smart, talented people to the market that can enjoy their lives with their families as they grow. And it will attract these teams that want to live in a good place to live. That's a bonus. That's better than Miami. There's nothing against Miami. I love Miami, okay? But it's better than some of these high concentrations market. It's in some cases better than Tampa. So we've got this. We need to exploit it, take advantage of it. So I just want to thank you for coming out. I want to congratulate the team for putting this together. Have a great conference.